Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the INT Cheelai and how good she is at 100% in the hidden potential system, as well as how good she is as a character after her EZA. So Cheelai always has been a very, very fun little unit. Incredibly limited. It's just one of those things when a unit's on 3 categories. She's very, very limited, but she's been very fun when able to be used. So she isn't like a character that you're going to use often. But when you do, you're going to say, wow, I wish this character was on a lot of other teams. She is a bond of friendship lead of 150%. And she massively raises defense for 1 turn. On her super attack, causes supreme damage and also seals and has a high chance of stunning. So she got the full package, massively raising defense for 1 turn, sealing, stunning, yada yada yada. I think it's really, really good, everything that she does on her super. Key +3, defense of 339%. Foresees enemies' super attacks, one of the best abilities in the game. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres. Great chance of evading the enemy's attack, that's 70%. And all allies key +3, attack and defense of 39%, and critical hit chance of 20%, which is amazing. For every attack evaded, you'll get 139% defense within the turn, which is also really, really good. And then on top of that as well, okay, she will recover 39% HP at the end of the turn if she evades 3 attacks in battle, up to 3 times as well. So that's really, really awesome. And then we also get all allies attack and defense of 39% for 3 turns as a once-off after evading attacks 6 or more times in battle, which happens fairly quickly because she, like I said, can have very high evasion. She has 70% base. She then gets another 10% evasion when she is faced with a super attack. And if you build her full evasion, I mean, that's a unit that is sitting in that realm of being, how can I say, like, what, almost 80% effective evasion, which is incredibly good. She also gets another 139% defense temporarily if she gets hit by an attack. So even in a situation where maybe the evasion somehow fails, which can happen, she's then kind of backed by the fact that she has that additional coverage, even if she is being attacked, which I think is really, really awesome. So she's got a ton of great utility, and it's one of those things where she is really, honestly, probably one of the best supports in the game that is just incredibly limited, and I think that's the biggest shame. She has multi-turn support, she's got stunning, she's got sealing, she's got orb changing, she's got healing, she's an evasion tank, she gives allies crit chance, which is amazing. So she's really, honestly, how can I say, probably one of the, if not the best units when it comes to like her overall kit as a support. She's like not missing anything that would make you go like, wow, I wish you would have this. The biggest issue is that she's limited. Her link set is very limited. It's a very strange link set. She as a character is a little bit limited as well, categories wise. She's not on a ton of categories. She's not on a huge swath of categories as a character. She's not, like on a ton of teams. She herself as a character is limited in that regard. And again, it's not like a huge issue. It doesn't make her terrible. It's just one of those things. You're not going to, unfortunately, be able to use her on as many teams as you want. She's only on Bond of Friendship, Pepe Gal, Space Traveling Warriors. And then when you look at who she links up well with, she links up well with Mai. She links up well with, that's really about it. Mai, some Pepe Gal's units. That kind of situation is just one of those situations where, unfortunately, it's not ideal for her, because she's now in a situation where she's not necessarily linking up with anyone amazing. She's not got a ton of options in that way. But other than that, she is still really, really good. I mean, I really do think she is probably my favorite support to run in the game when I can. There was a stage when, because of Zamasu's leader skill, you could run her on extreme teams, and that was a ton of fun even prior to EZA. So if we can get something like that, where we can have her be on a team, even if just temporarily, as like a great floating support, I think that would be really awesome, because she's really good. It's hard to stress how good she is, because I think it's difficult to evaluate a unit that has, so many like different mechanisms at play. But for me, without a doubt, she is probably at least one of my favorite units. And I think her EZA suits her perfectly. Just kind of makes her better at everything that she did before, which is exactly what you want on a character like this. So yeah, like I said, the only real shame is that she is limited in terms of team, and that's always the biggest kind of shame when it comes to these things. But it's not the end of the world. It's just one of those situations where you wish she was on more teams, because she's just so good and she does so much really amazing stuff. And I think that's just the only thing I would say. But yeah,